Well, hello again and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a little project that a friend of mine who owns a garage, he's asked me to repair an exhaust unit for, I'm not quite sure what vehicle it's for, but there's a sensor that screws into the exhaust apparently. I'm not quite sure what sensor it is, but I'm not into those sort of things. I'm not a mechanic. Anyway, to get the old sensor out, the one that wasn't working, he's had to basically almost destroy the boss that screws in where the sensor screws into the exhaust. He's literally lost the threads on it, so I'm going to have to cut the top off the sensor, off the lug or boss that's on the exhaust. And manufacture a new one and weld or braze it on there so that he can then screw the sensor into the exhaust. In the meantime, we'll just have a little drop of tea and we'll get on with the job. So you'll see it as we go on. I'll show you in a bit more detail as we go on. Okay, so follow this video and see how it pans out. Cheers. Well, here we have the exhaust and the offending item. This is the boss, so I'll just try and beam in on it a little bit and we'll try and see if we can see the thread inside there. It's not easy to see, but as you can see, the top part of the thread is stripped out. You can't see it very well because obviously I can't really focus into it very well. So we'll try and get in there. No, I can't get a very good view of it. But that's the offending item. Here's the old sensor, or what's left of it. As you can see, the bottom part of the thread has completely gone. It's just destroyed completely, so that thing is just not going to screw into the exhaust. Here we have the new one, which is a rather expensive item, so I've been instructed to be extremely careful with it. It's quite fragile and very, very expensive apparently, so I'll just be a bit careful with that piece. I'll put it back in its box for the time being, once I've measured off the thread. Okay. Well, we appear to be quite lucky with this job actually. I don't really need to remove the boss or replace it, put a new one in. I've just put a standard, well it's not a standard, it's a metric fine 20mm tap down into the hole, which cleaned the threads, cleaned out any old steel that was in there from the old sensor, and the threads look pretty clean now, so I think we'll get away with that. I've just tried the new sensor in there and it comes in quite nicely, so as you can see, the threads in there look pretty clean. There is a crack in the top of the boss, but that shouldn't really affect it in any way because the sealing part of it is down in the bottom there. You can see there's a chamfer on it, like a taper, and the sensor screws down into that, and it should seal on that. So yeah, that was a pretty easy job in the end. About an hour's work in total. Most of it was just preparation before I even started work on it, and then I decided to try and clean the thread out, see what it looked like, and Bob's your uncle. Job done. So I'm sure he'll be quite pleased with that. So here we see where the new sensor goes in. I'll just drop that down into there. It's got a key on it so that it lines up, and this screws in quite nicely now, pretty much all the way down to the bottom of the thread. Get a spanner on that, and I think that will be 100%. So yeah, very pleased with that. Turned out quite nicely. Right, there we are. Well, there we are. That job turned out quite nicely. Quite a simple fix in the end. Customer was quite pleased with it. In fact, he was very chuffed with it. So yeah, that's a job well done. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos. And if you have any comments, please feel free to send them in to me. I won't be offended in any way whatsoever. But yeah, just keep on watching and look out for more videos in the future. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.